As enjoyable as it can be to stay in a holiday park, sometimes it's just fantastic to disconnect from all those services, save a bit of money and stay at a free camp while enjoying some fantastic views. So here is one freedom camp for every state in Australia, and of course Northern Territory, not technically a state, but we have to include the NT as well. Number 1, Kirkcaldy Regional Park in Victoria. Now you'll find this bushy paradise about 65 kilometres east of Melbourne, and there are loads of sites to choose from. Big rigs are welcome here as well. Aside from some communal fire rings and some picnic tables, this site doesn't really offer any facilities, although there is one long drop dunny. But everything that you take in, do take it out with you. This is a true leave no trace environment. There's a lot of history here as well, including the region's namesake Kurth Kiln, which was built during World War II to create charcoal that was used to create an alternative fuel source to petrol during the war. 4 out of 18 historical huts remain here as well. Now these huts were purchased in the 1940s by the Forest Commission for returned servicemen who were working within the forestry industry. So if you're in Victoria, perhaps heading east out to Gippsland, stop in at Kirkcaldy Regional Park, completely free and absolutely beautiful. Number 2, Hickeys Falls, New South Wales. Near Coonabarabran, Hickeys Falls is an absolutely beautiful place to park up for a night. Now Hickeys Falls is suitable for pets and big rigs, but it is a sealed parking area, so 10 campers may want to give it a miss. But there is another catch, it's only a 24-hour stay and you must bring in your own firewood, your own food and of course leave no trace. This free camp is just off the Oxley Highway south of the Warrumbungle National Park. Located on the Castlereagh River, the waterhole here is perfectly safe for swimming, but look, the site is near a bit of a busy road so it can be a little bit noisy, but that said, definitely stay at Hickeys Falls if you're in the area, you'll love it. Number 3, Galina Bridge Rest Area, WA. You'll find this site 13 kilometres north of the turn-off to Kalbarri National Park. It fronts onto the Murchison River and it offers fire pits, toilets, showers and there's even a dump point. It's really no wonder that the people who stay here always rate it highly. But such is this site's popularity, you are limited to a 24-hour stay. However, it is suitable for big rigs and pets are welcome. But collection of firewood here is prohibited, so bring in your own and always check seasonal fire restrictions. Number 4, Salt Creek Rest Area, Northern Territory. Now, Salt Creek Rest Area is located between 2 major Northern Territory attractions. It's 210 kilometres northeast of Uluru and 113 kilometres from Kings Canyon, making it a perfect place to base yourself. Now this site is not only free, it's also pet friendly, but it's also very popular, so there is a 24-hour stay limit. And yep, you guessed it, bring in all your own supplies, including firewood. Big rigs won't have any trouble accessing this site, but facilities here are limited. There's non-potable water, some shady sites and picnic tables, but beyond that, you really do need to look after yourself. Number 5, Cooey Point Reserve, Tasmania. Obviously, we cannot forget the Apple Isle. Cooey Point Reserve, we reckon, offers some of the best views in the state. And at night time, the only sounds you'll hear are the waves and the penguins because after all, Cooey Point Reserve is a protected penguin colony. It is, however, for self-contained vehicles only. All grey water must be contained, but there is a dump point on site. You can stay here for up to 48 hours and there are a few other facilities on offer, including fresh water and a boat ramp. Now, because Cooey Point Reserve is a protected penguin colony, you can't bring pets and you do need a permit to camp here. But having said that, it's more than worth the effort. Camping just doesn't get any better. Number 6, Wilson River Camp, Nandra, Queensland. If you're driving between Thargomindah and Erramunga, or perhaps you're en route to Cameron's Corner, make sure you stop off at the Nandra Hotel. Here you can camp right on the Wilson River, or perhaps at the Nandra waterhole where you can fish, you can swim, and you might even catch a yabby or two. Now, council toilets and showers are provided near the pub, which is just 200 metres from the waterhole. There are also paid sites available if you want some more luxury. There's even a tennis court and a playground for the kids. When it's time for dinner, why not grab yourself a feed and a few drinks from the pub? In fact, this pub is the second oldest hotel in Queensland to have been continually licensed. Number 7, 10k Peg Parking Area, South Australia. 10 kilometres from the WA border on the Nullarbor Plain is South Australia's 10k Peg Parking Area. The Nullarbor Plain might not be for everyone. Some love it, some find it a bit dull, but with campsites like this, there's no doubting that there's amazing natural beauty on offer. In fact, you might decide to stay more than just the one night at the 10k Peg Parking Area. That's how beautiful it is. This pet-friendly campsite is suitable for all vehicles, including big rigs. There are some shady sites and picnic tables, but beyond that, you really will need to bring everything in yourself, including your own firewood, food and water. Just look for the turn off 10 kilometres east of Border Village, south of the Air Highway. If you love nature and being in the great outdoors, this site is for you. You will love it, I guarantee it.